Hey everyone, Kirk here, and today we're going to be looking at G-Tech's new, this is a G-Drive EV ATC. It's an all-terrain drive. This one can take a hell of a beating, and today I'm going to put it through its paces. So G-Tech sent me this new drive for me to test, and just to see how well it works out in the field with my style of work. So what they've been promoting is this one is an all-terrain drive. This is one that you can take with you, and if you drop it, anything like that, it's going to take it to some degree. This is the packaging it came in, and on the box it's got pictures of water splashing, give the idea that you can drop this in the water. So I'll just go through a few of the quick specs that's written on the box. So it's this is a 1 terabyte version, and it can go up to 136 megs a second, which is pretty good for just a standard 2.5 inch drive, which is in here. It's shock resistant for 2 meters, which is pretty good. So if you're walking about and you chuck it and drop it, it will be okay. It's water protected, so if it gets wet, caught in rain, this will be okay. And it's also, you can also float as well. So if you do drop it in a big puddle or I don't know, a pond or anything like that, this will float. So one of the great features of this is part of the EV range, which is the docking system. And I'm just going to take it apart and show you what it's like inside. So there's a catch just on the side here. And you just release that, and it just opens the hinge like so. And then inside is the hard drive, so you just pull it out. It's a little tight, and that's the hard drive in there. So if you've got the docking system, you can literally pull this out and put it straight into the dock, and it's that simple. So it's just going to go back in there. You can hear it click into the SATA port on the inside. So the great thing with this is that this has got USB 3.0, so if you just want to plug this on its own, it's just USB straight in. If you want to plug it inside the all-terrain body that this is in, this is actually Thunderbolt. So just here on the side, you just pull it, out comes the cable, and there it is. And what they've done is to completely protect it is this rubber sort of casing that goes around the port, keeps it nice and safe, and that could just easily go back on, and you can just literally just wrap it around and shove it straight back inside. So looking at it, first sort of thoughts, it is quite big, but this is it. You don't really need to carry cables, and it's good knowing that this drive can take a beating. Last thing, if you take a normal drive, like any of these sort of standard 2.5 inch small drives that you take in the field with you, if you do drop them, the chances of them breaking are pretty high. So it's nice to know, peace of mind, that if you drop this, the chances of it breaking are very, very slim. So to test it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some files onto this, and then I'm going to go out to my local beach and I'm going to test this. So I'm going to drop it into water, see if it floats. I'm also going to drop it from a height, so probably about 2 meters, onto rocks, and see how well it handles. And then what I'll do is I'll come back here and we'll plug it in. God forbid it still works. So make sure to come back later and we'll have a look at that. So I'm here in Prestwick today, and I'm going to chuck in the G-Drive ATC EV rugged drive into the water just here. The next test I want to try is, they say they can drop this from 2 meters high onto concrete, rock or anything like that. So I'm going to try it about my height, which is about 1.8 meters, straight onto these rocks and see what happens. That was a hell of a bang. hopefully that was okay. Bit of a scratch on it, nothing to worry about. So I just got back from the beach. You've just seen the footage of me out there. Looking back at it and hearing the sound of this hitting the rocks, it's quite a sound, especially if you've ever dropped a camera lens. There's no other sound that's as scary as hearing that thump that it hits the ground and your heart plummets and you wonder what the hell's just happened to it, and it's most likely broken and damaged and everything's going through your head. And to be honest, those thoughts were going through my head when this dropped. You know, it's just a horrible sound to hear when you've got your data on it, stuff like that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to plug it in and see, and hopefully the files are still there. So I'm just going to plug this in now and see if it works. There we go, it is plugged in, and now let's see if it pops up. There it is. So you can just see it there with the other drives. There's definitely that one there. So, you know, it's really good to see. Let's see if all the files are there. There they all are. I'm happy with that, and as you can see from earlier, that I seriously dropped that, and I did chuck it in water. In any other drive, it'll be completely wrecked, and that's it. But with this, it's stepped up the mark where hard drives can really be, you know, working strong for an outdoor photographer or anyone that works outdoors. You know, even if you do work a fashion shoot outside and you need to back up in the field, the last thing you want to happen is somebody to drop this or anything like that and lose everything. So with this, you've got complete peace of mind. You know, the speed of it's pretty good, 136 megs a second. That's pretty fast. It's not as fast as it's like SSDs or anything like, but it's, you know, it's Thunderbolt, so you get that extra bit of speed. It's worked great for me out in the field. It's already got a couple marks on it already. I can see one just there where I dropped it earlier. So, but you know, I'd rather have a scratch on it than completely losing everything. You know, it's a small price to pay. It's only a bloody hard drive. It's just a tool after all. So yeah, I've been really impressed with this. You know, they've really made a drive that can handle quite a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Something a bit different, and make sure to subscribe to my channel and keep updated with all my new videos. See you later.